What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Payne. Welcome back to another Tower of God New World video. Alright guys, I hope you guys at Global are enjoying the game. It is now officially out as of yesterday. If you have not downloaded, go ahead and do so. Check out the introduction guide and the tips on how to reroll, who to go for, and how you want to start up your account, especially your wish list. Now, once you have that established and you have your team ready to go, what next? What do you do now, right? So a couple of things I want to point out. First off, how to build your team, how you want to set up your factional elemental teams, and why you want to structure it the way you want to do it, what kind of roles you want to put in your teams and where you want to place them, and then lastly, how you want to set up the teams for arena and for your actual boss fights, which is going to right now be right over here. Let me just go to it real quick for you guys so you guys can see. There's a couple modes here that you want to focus on, right? And arena is one of them. Trial arena is the other, which is your towers. Sorry, one sec here. Wrong area. Let me get to the... I clicked the wrong button. There we go. The expedition is where you want to go, right? So you have the conquest tower right here, conquest mode. Mock battle facility is where you fight your bosses to get yourself some loot. Right here, you can see here you fight a specific boss every little while. They've got special moves, etc. And based on your score, you'll get yourself some drops, whether it's going to be gray, green, blue, purple, legendary, or mythic weapons. And then from there, you're going to also have Trial Arena and your regular arena. Now, Trial Arena is going to split up into various different branches once you get far enough. I've just been doing it, but you can see here that you have rankings and you have yourself elements. So your teams are going to differ based on who you fight, and eventually you're going to fight different elemental towers. So you're going to need to build up various teams anyways. But let's talk about how your team should look and how you want to build it. Okay, so first off, in the adventure mode, your team is going to be comprised of obviously your best pulls for the first little while, but ideally what you want to do is you want to have the same factions set up. Okay, so here, for example, I have 4, right? You can see 1, 2, 3, 4 light, so yellows right here, because yellow and purple, right? And if you have 4 of the same element, you're going to get yourself 13 HP percent max HP, and then 13% max attack for your entire squad, right? If you have yellow teammates outnumber the purple elemental enemies, yellow teammates ignore elemental leverage when attacked by purple enemies. So you're covered there as well too when you're fighting purples. And there's there's 1, 2, 3 purples here. I've got 4, so I instantly have the advantage on that one. Okay. Now your 5th element here, you usually want to go 2 supports, 1 tank, 2 DPS. That's the ideal way to go. So I've got my 2 DPS here. I've got my 2 support and my tank. Right now, you could also put in a debuffer. So, for example, Bam is a buffer. I could put in Kun here for Mule Love and have a debuffer and a CC as well. But I'd rather have my DPS here. Rack is here, of course, to absorb damage and absorb and heal as well too. And then, of course, Evan is here to keep everybody alive, provide energy. And then Hats is here to just kill everyone, right? Now, the important thing you want to note is when you are fighting certain battles, you do want to take a look at this little elemental advantage icon right here, right? And because, again, we have the 4 versus the 3, that elemental advantage is there. Look, if you take it away, you see it's an up and down, right? So right away, we matched up evenly. You saw the arrow change, but the moment I put in Rack, that arrow gets removed now, and now we have a leverage on the opponent. Now, it's not a guaranteed win all the time. Keep that in mind. Your positioning also matters very, very much, right? So what I mean by that is usually you want to put your melees in the front or your survival characters in the front so they can take the grunt of the damage. In the back here, you want to have your range or your mages or your support that is a little squishier, and then whoever you line them up to, that's mostly who they will attack. So keep that in mind, right? So let's just see this. And another thing too, if you are stuck, guys, on a specific stage because the power level is too high or you just don't have the right setup, remember you have the ability to use a support system from your friends, hire somebody for 1 turn, and if they allow you to have it, you guys can use that person in that battle for that turn. You can do it 3 times. All right, keep that in mind. So it's not like an unlimited thing for you. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the logic behind this team. Okay, so first off, if you hold down the icon for the character, you can pop up and see their moves. So first off, like I mentioned, Evan is really there to give everybody immortality. If they cannot drop below 10% HP. Once immortality is removed, he does recover 50% of damage taken, and also while it was active, plus 100% of Evan's attack. So a lot of HP recovery there done after his special. He does give energy to recovers energy himself when he does this move specifically, and he does a knockback as well. He also recovers 100% energy, then removes debuffs from all of his allies. 25 additional energy is restored for each debuff removed. You can see here he's a cleanser, he's a debuffer, he's a damage dealer, plus he is meant to absorb and kill units, heal units for you and keep them alive. All right, now going over to Black March, Bam here, or Bomb, sorry. Bomb ignites, so his special here, he does the highest. He does an attack on the highest unit with the enemy with the highest attack. In addition, he stuns the enemy for 3 seconds, decreases the energy by 200. Bomb's next 5 basic attacks are enhanced to Black March slashes, increases his attack roll efficiency to 110, and he also decreases the energy of the target by 20. He becomes immune to status effects whenever he does this. He's also immune to Jolt. Spends 3 seconds gathering the Tower Shinsu. And then he infuses it into the ally with the highest attack. The infused ally recovers 200 energy, then their attack gets increased by 40% and their defense by 40% until the end of battle. So this is a huge active skill for him, guys. So this is what he's there for, really. That's his main goal, is to provide this to the highest attack, okay? Bomb concentrates Shinsu in his hand and fires it at the enemy. Cause reverse flow control, dealing 300% damage and stopping their movements for 3 seconds. So just a good CC with a damage deal. And then Bomb subconsciously emanates Shinsu every 5 seconds after the start of battle, restoring the energy of nearby allies by 100%. So him and Evan are really good together for that part of it, okay? So he's there for that. Rock is there specifically to, of course, tank, absorb damage, heal, and also do magic resist on both himself and the target allies. And then also you can see here, Rock takes a chocolate bar, heals the allies for 100% of his HP. 100% of his attack for every 3 seconds, and then increases their defense by 100% for 5 seconds. So really, really good for that as well too. And then he also increases physical resistance for every ally nearby him. And then if there's more nearby him, he does it even further. And then if the skill changes to basic attack into range attack, it increases his attack for 100% if there's no enemies nearby. So a very versatile tank and a really good one. And then of course you can put in, go back here to Mew Love. He's there for DPS, right? That's really what he's there for. He's the ranged DPS. The pitching machine lasts for 7 seconds, prioritizing attack Mew Love's target. So he puts an extra add down to help you do damage with a special. He rides distance from the attacker, then creates a barrier for himself from his max HP and attack for 6 seconds. And then here he throws a ball doing 500% damage to nearby enemies and stunning them, so it gets the CC there. And then this here is essentially based on what he's at currently in terms of how many targets are nearby, and he'll change his attacks based on that. So he's really there for that, and that's kind of his goal, is to do as much damage as possible. All right, and then lastly, Hats is your single target DPS. He's your crit damage dealer, your attack damage dealer, your warrior. He's there to just kill things as fast as possible. So that's the logic behind that team, guys, okay? So really balanced team here. The only thing I'm missing here is another CC. Ideally, Kun would be here for Mew Love if you need that as well. Or if you need more damage, then you put in a Ranger or a Mage in here to take care of that for you. So that's the logic behind building the teams. If you guys have any questions, this will work for Arena as well. This will work for your boss fights. Now for boss fights, you actually want more DPS, like right over here for the mock battle. You actually want more DPS and less CC and assist. So Evan is good enough. You can take Bomb away, for example, and put in another DPS like a Mage with Mew Love, or 2 Rangers, or another Warrior, or an Assassin. It's your call on that one. But you want to put as much damage out as you possibly can. And then Trial Area, of course, you will build based on your main squad, and then expand there when you have the Elemental Towers unlocked. All right, guys, this is Payne. If you have any questions, let me know. If you have any comments, let me know in the comment section. Hope you're enjoying the game. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.